So I think from that perspective, I'm going to hand over to Ram, and he's going to chair a discussion with the Standard Bank Centre of Excellence. So can I bring to stage Neil, Maurice, Sheldon, Sumant, and Farouk. You guys all grab a seat over here, and we can kick off. You would mind giving a round of applause.
So, okay, I'm going to ask a couple of questions, but before that, everyone was asking like, why this venue and how this venue? If budget is not a problem, and if we want to start a new bank, how would we do it? And we said like, the architecture is going to be S-class, and our chief architect, aka Neil. So, Neil, I know you have so many things going on in flight and on your plate. What is the drive, or what's the actual vision behind S-class, and how would you transfer that to our Salesforce ecosystem?
And there's a guy who runs a conference, and he says, product is king and sales is queen, and she wears the pants. You know, you can have the best thing, but you've got to be able to sell it. So that's first thing, is why Salesforce. Now the second thing is you know, we at Standard Bank, I think, can say, I think we're the biggest Salesforce customers on the African continent. And I think from Cloud 23, we've probably got about 50 of your engineers working for us, no? Plus or minus. About Cloud 23 is they're doing the most difficult stuff for us, and they're doing a lot of it. And I think a lot of our success comes back to the delivery from Cloud 23. The last little piece of the vision is Experience Cloud. Amazon's got over 100 million customers using Experience Cloud. Disney's got 87 million. It's amazing, it's responsive. And so we're building more and more stuff using the Salesforce Experience Cloud. You know, we've got the customer interfacing channel, we've got relationship management, we've got onboarding, we've got service, we've got this big data store, and we've got all that personalization.
When you think about the architecture, and I've been working with Salesforce since 2006. There's a lot of legacy, even within the Salesforce product itself. You have to be able to navigate those the complexities, and that diagram or the slide that almost showed earlier with the Mulesoft presentation with the spaghetti, that's really apt in sort of the landscape that you have to be able to navigate. I've spoken a lot, maybe more than Neil. I don't usually talk this much.
I would like to ask Sumant, how do you deal with the design implications post-architecture and so on?
I'm going to begin by asking everybody in the audience a question. What's your favorite day of the week? Friday. A lot of Fridays, yeah? I think so. Half day Fridays, Bob Fridays. I'll tell you, my favorite day is a Monday. And that goes back to what Ram said about Neil. Because Mondays, first thing in the morning, is where I get the call, or we get the call from Neil to say, guys, I've thought about a cool solution. Let's try and implement it. My role as a design lead in the COE is to ensure that all of these solutions are orchestrated and implemented within the Salesforce framework. The thing that gives me a reward is when you see the actual banker utilizing it and getting that feedback. That is second to none. Thanks, man.
We have the architecture, we have the vision, and then we get people like Ram coming to me and saying, Sheldon, how can I get this in to production safely? I'd like to see the delivery and the success of a implementation as the road as what you're going to be driving on later. And when you end your sort of 2 laps, or how many laps you're going to be doing, I want you to just picture your solution going across that finish line. So for example, event monitoring in Salesforce, things on the technologies that we acquired, we sort of using that to drive this consistency, so that when you are able to drive yourself, you don't need to have us in the car. You know the road, you know the direction you need to get to. And yeah, Bob's your uncle. That's basically the culture that we're trying to adopt within Standard Bank.
I think it's about culture. It's a high-performing culture. It is the culture that we've infused not only in the center of enablement and excellence, but in the future teams as well. If we just look at the number of users we have on the platform as it stands, it is beyond 15,000. So the reality of that is we need to be always on, we need to be always secure, and we need to constantly drive the next level of innovation. We talk about digital skills for the future's now. And with that mindset, certifications, over 1,000 certifications in Standard Bank, extremely proud, and we are very thankful for Salesforce giving us that certification stamp of being a certified academy, and I think that's what is going to drive us to the next level. Thank you.
We are just as people. Salesforce is the mothership, so we can't go too far. I think that's how I put it. And a sincere thanks to all of us, Neil, Maurice, and the entire Standard Bank CEO team to allow us to do what we do. And we really appreciate it, and myself personally as well. Thanks a lot. And yeah, that's what I give it to Eli, and thanks for time for now as well.